Hello, my name is Melissa, and I will tell about a little horror of story that happened to me one day. I was about like 5 or 4 years old, and I was at home playing with my toys. My parents had gone shopping and left me alone at the night. Then I heard someone knocked on the door, and my parents always told me, "Hey, don't open the door if you don't know who it is." Then I tried to see who was, and nobody was seen. After that, I kept playing and turning off the TV and radio sometimes. Then said, I started to scare me. 5 minutes after that, the light went off all over the house. I remember that I want to go out to the other place, and someone knocked the door again. So I was so scared. And when all this happened, I imagined that they were coincidence, and it was not exactly paranormal, but I admit I was scary.
I remember when I was about 10 or 12 years old, I was asleep and I started to hear my dogs barking, but I didn't know matter to me why I was very sleepy. But minutes later, I began to hear a cry from a woman who was too loud and screaming very painful. But I was here far away. I started to scare a lot. To I but I covered my hairs with my pillow. At that moment, tried that I was on my side, screaming in my ears, and that made me scared too much. I of the fear.
Well, my horror story, well, my paranormal experience, I actually don't remember have lived something like that. I actually, well, I never lived something like that. I remember someone told me that when in my old house where I used to live, sometimes in the morning the doors of the kitchen were opened, and my mom told me that it was like a spirit of a kid. And well, whenever when I used to live there, I had 8 years or less while I raised there, so I will actually have freaking out when if she had told me. I think that's the crazy. And well, that kind of story involves some dolls, because I remember a friend told me she was having breakfast with a mother and his sister, well, his family. They come down the stairs and leave some dolls in the bedroom. Then when they came back, I mean, her and her sister came back to the room, they saw the dolls in the stairs with the red eyes. I don't know if believe it or not, but when they told me that, I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna play with dolls again because I was scared, and well, stuff like that.
That day was in Halloween, my first paranormal experience. And I was in my house. My parents, I think that they planned to hang out that night, and they went to dinner, and I stayed in home with my babysitter. And that was cool because she gave me food and she tell me stories and we watch movies and that kind of things. And absolutely, I remember that we stay the in the restroom of my dad, and I was looking at the mirror and I feel like a present back at me, and it was like, what? I don't know what happened here. And then I look to my babysitter. She calls Jessica, and I ask her if she have to come in to the restroom because I feel like somebody has bugged me, and absolutely, and I see a shadow. I don't know, it was weird.
I've not really experienced anything paranormal, but most of my family does. And they have told me many of their experiences, and I decided to select a few that will surprise me. The first one is that one day my uncle stayed to sleep in his mother's house and slept on the sofa. During the night, he heard noises that woke him up, and when he opened his eyes, in front of him there was a small child. But my uncle did not care. The next day, my uncle realized that he had hog scratches on his back. Another experience that my sister told me happened in the same house. She and our cousins were watching TV. When suddenly they saw that one of the pictures that had painted Jesus was beginning to tilt and suddenly fall to the ground, scared them all. And just to listen to those stories scared me.